Hey y'all, say y'all. Peace and Palo Santo 6. It's your girl, Divinely Lika. And today we're doing a reading for my sexy Sagittarius. We're going to do a love reading. Please understand that all of my readings are time fluid. So it may apply to past, present, or future. And flip and switch the roles as they apply to your situation. I may say he talking about a she. I may say she talking about a he. And I also can be talking about somebody in your energy. So just, flip and switch the roles as they apply to your situation. If you hear something that's like, I'm not going through that, it may be the person that's in your energy, okay? Oh my God, not me not knowing how to shuffle today. Like, what's going on? Alright, divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the brightest love, light, healing, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Please just block out any interferences as I get these messages across. And protect my crown chakra. Protect my space. Protect my crown chakra. Open up my third eye chakra so I can dive deeper into my intuition to get further clarification of the cards that come out today. Any dark magic or evil eye being sent my way, return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Open up my third chakra so I can accurately interpret the messages that come out today, Spirit. Thank you so much. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Alright, let's see what's going on. Alright. Clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Bruh, I know my hands is not this ashy. At least y'all know they clean. At least y'all know they clean, okay? Ooh, alright. So we have what popped out is the Grim Reaper. This relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. So if you're going through a separation or a breakup and you're thinking like, well, damn, maybe we can come back together, or if there's a maybe or whatever, your spirit guides, your angels, your divine spirit guides, angels, and ancestors are telling you it's a no. It's time to move forward. We also get the card of outdated thinking, cassette, outdated thinking. Conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I may be talking to a group of Sagittarius who you got out of a relationship. Maybe somebody did you wrong. Somebody just didn't keep, hold up their end of the bargain of the relationship. Maybe, maybe there was a third party situation, whatever it may be. I think a lot of you may be in the way of your healing, because what you're doing is you're replaying what happened to yourself over and over again. Like, damn, I can't believe she did XYZ, or I can't believe he did XYZ. And, it gets you further and further away from healing from a situation when you're replaying certain events in your head. Now, don't get me wrong. We're all supposed to, take time and sit in our emotions. To regulate them, and you have to feel to heal things, things of that nature. But when it comes to replaying certain events in your head, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So maybe you're feeling abandoned right now. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I need some lotion because this is not even cool. Like, this is absolutely unacceptable. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Just 2 seconds. All right, we back. So, yeah, as I was saying, though, like, you do want to take the time to sit with your emotions so you can process what you feel. Understand that these bad relationships that we get in, they're for greater purposes. Even though it's, like, kind of hard for us to see them at the moment, especially when you're still in the emotions of a broken heart. These relationships are brought to us for a certain reason to teach us certain things about ourselves. We absolutely need bad relationships. It's crazy as it sounds. Bad relationships are needed for greater purposes, whether it be inner child healing, whether it be learning how to love yourself more, whether it be learning to stop giving so much of your power away, whatever it may be. There's always a deeper lessons in these bad relationships, and it's way bigger than, just don't ignore red flags. No, it's bigger than that. it's normally something that takes place to teach you some things about yourself, you know. So yeah. But as far as this outdated thinking and replaying certain events over in your head, so as I'm saying, sit in your emotions, you know, allow yourself to, you know, see what it, like, understand why this person was brought into your life, the lesson that you were supposed to learn from it. However, you know, you don't want to replay what somebody did wrong to you over and over again in your head, because you are absolutely getting in the way of your healing. See, the thing about the body is it doesn't know the difference between a present situation and a past situation. So, for example, like, you ever like be sitting or talking to somebody about something that happened, like, yeah, this motherfucker, they stole X, Y, and Z from me, and or did whatever, she went behind my back and did this, that, and the third. And this is something that could have talked, like, maybe for example, like, you run into somebody you ain't seen in a long time, and they be like, oh yeah, whatever happened to you and such and such. Be like, who? Man, I don't deal with her no more. I don't deal with him no more because he did X, Y, and Z, or he stole whatever from me. And as you're talking about it, you can literally feel yourself getting mad as if it's happening in the present moment. The body doesn't know the difference between something that's happening now and something that happened 5 years ago. So you never want to replay certain events in your head, because you're absolutely standing in the way of your healing. Okay, we have both. Oh, shit. That wanted to come out once before. Okay, cool. Anyway, it says, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. Okay. So this is good. So at least I am getting the energy of, this is maybe the energy that you're leaving out of, as far as like replaying certain events in your head, leaving it, like, you know, maybe you've accepted the fact that this relationship is over. You're moving on to calmer waters. That's just the feeling I get when I see the boat. Like, you know, someone who's moving on to calmer waters. Maybe you left a really toxic karmic situation, and now you're just kind of maybe focusing on yourself. Tell me more, Spirit, for Sagittarius. Tell me more for Sagittarius. Shit. Okay. We got 2 cards that came out. Okay, cool. So, since you left this relationship, things are looking amazing because you're in abundance right now. It says abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. So, the money's looking good. And understand that abundance doesn't just, even though this is like a girl celebrating with a bunch of money over her head, it's bigger than just, abundance is bigger than just like monetary, like an external shit. Like, it's bigger than just money. It can be abundance of love from other places. It can be abundance of support, abundance of healing, abundance of clarity, abundance of good health. So abundance can apply to a lot of different things, but regardless of the fact, very, very positive energy, especially leaving a relationship that obviously didn't serve you. Okay. Then we have attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Okay, so maybe this is why your relationship ended. So I'm getting two energies. So I do feel the energy of, like, maybe this is the energy that you're in right now. Maybe not too much like taking nobody serious or anything like that, but you're flirting a little bit, dating, maybe having sex, having little flings here and there. You know, getting your little whatever on here and there, but overall, nothing too serious. But then I also get, when I see this third party interference, maybe that's why your relationship ended, because of I said that before though earlier, so thank you, Spirit. Third party interference, maybe that is why your relationship ended. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody who decided they wanted to mess with somebody else. You decided to pull your, to pull out. It was time for something different. You know, you gathered your worth, reminded yourself who the hell you were, and moved on. Anything else, Spirit? Kind of telling me to pull from a different deck, but let's see. 2 cards came out. Heartbroken. Okay, heartbroken, deeply sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So yeah, maybe you're still, you're still in a process of healing. Wow. Yeah, you're still in a process of healing. This probably wasn't an easy situation for you to walk away from, even though, even though you may be in this time of abundance, and even if you haven't reached this time of abundance yet, know that it's coming. You know, even though you were left with a broken heart, and you've moved on to your abundance, maybe this wasn't easy for you to get over. Like, maybe it's like you have, I'm getting a feeling like you got good days. You have some real good days where it's like, damn, you know, I'm doing good, my money's looking right, I'm moved on to calmer waters, you know, I'm flirting, I'm dating, I got whoop-de-whoop going on. But then you have days where it's like you're sad. You know what I'm saying? It's like those days that those feelings get to resurface, and it has a lot to do with the fact that you keep replaying the events in your head. Replaying the events in your head is keeping you in this heartbroken energy longer than you need to. That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. But Spirit just wants to tell you, with this card, we have Coffin. It says, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. And that's what Spirit wants you to understand. This relationship was supposed to end for a reason. Your endings bring new beginnings. You have to, at certain times, you have, sometimes, you know, the universe has a bunch of blessings in store for you. And there was no way for you to have these blessings until you made space for them. So certain times, this needs to happen. The Grim Reaper needs to come into your relationship to mess stuff up. I feel like this relationship ending, it was a forced ending. This was not something that happened by accident or by chance. This was intended to happen for a greater purpose. For you to enter into this energy of abundance. For you to move on to calmer waters and to step into this energy of abundance. And it wasn't going to happen until you separated from this person. Cut ties. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Saggies. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to pull from this deck and see what else Spirit wants us to know. Divine Spirit Guides, angels, and ancestors. Cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, and prosperity. Please give me clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. Clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. What is it that they need to know at this time in regards to their love life? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling third party interference, but I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. The reason why it's been so hard for you to move on is because you're replaying what this person did to you over and over again, and it's keeping you in this heartbroken energy longer than you need to. Like, don't get me wrong, you might be doing what you need to do to keep yourself distracted, you know, maybe keeping yourself busy, working on maybe different career ventures or different hobbies, but yet and still you have these times where you're letting these thoughts creep back up, and it's putting you back in this heartbroken energy. And you know, when you vibrate at that frequency, you kind of attract more of that feeling. So Spirit is just telling you to, you know, make peace with the situation. Understand that it was supposed to happen for a reason. There were some lessons that you were supposed to learn from this situation. And this ending is going to bring you a new beginning. You're going to meet somebody much better aligned with you and where it is that you're trying to go in life. Okay, so just trust and have faith. And the have faith card did show itself, so. Okay, see what's going on. All right. Messages for my Sagittarius. Messages for my Sagittarius. First one. Autumn. Okay, so autumn. When the first autumn? Okay, autumn may be significant to somebody. This coming autumn. Yeah, autumn's after summer, that is right. All right, tell me more, Spirit, for Sagittarius. Hey, okay. Fell on the floor. And it fell face down, so I don't know if I want to take it. I don't want to take it because it fell face down. But it said new friendship. Tell me more for my Sagittarius. Inner strength. Yeah. And that's what it's going to take. Like, you know, you just tapping into your inner strength is what's going to take for you to really pull yourself out of this heartbroken energy. And I know it's not easy. It's so much easier said than done. Trust me, I understand. I'm hearing like, you know, meditation may be very beneficial for you all. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. So here you go. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Inner strength. Take control. Take control of the situation. Take control of your emotions and your thought. Like, you know, take control of this heartbroken energy that you're in, and understand that this is a positive change. This happened for a reason. This was a positive change. This was a positive ending. This is not something that happened by chance. This was supposed to happen. This was a forced ending. Anything else, Spirit? And maybe it's like, you know, it's too early to see it now. What I do feel like, I'm getting the energy of you weren't, it's not like you were in this relation. Oh, shut up. It came out twice. I just had a glimpse of it. Okay, new friendship. So new friendship did just come out again. It fell on the floor the first time. It fell. I seen it this time before it hit the floor. But yeah, new friendship came out twice. So that must be very significant. Maybe you've met a new friend, or you're going to meet a new friendship that may be very significant to you. Then new love is on the back. So it may be a new friendship that turns into a new love interest. Okay, but shit, what was I saying? Oh, boom. So what I do think, I don't know why I'm getting the feeling of this wasn't a relationship that you were all that happy in the first place. Like maybe you were like, sometimes we become creatures of habit, right? Sometimes like breakups hurt so much because you're just so used to being around a person so much. And then now you have to get used to kind of your whole routine changing. Not saying that you didn't love or care for this person, but I'm just getting the energy of this may not have been a relationship that you were all that happy in the first place. Like when you sit there and you like, and this may be something that'll actually help you to heal your broken heart. Think about what is it that made you so happy? What is it that made you so happy in this relationship in the first place? Because sometimes when we take the time to see that, you'll sit there and weigh the pros to the cons and be like, why the fuck was I? Ooh, excuse me. I'm trying to watch my language because I'm doing this on YouTube. I'm very passionate. I don't have a nasty mouth. I'm just a very passionate person. But anyway, sit there and say to yourself, like, why the hell was I even with this person anyway? Like when I sit there and weigh the pros, the cons, they ain't never used to cook nothing. You was never this. You wasn't motivated. You wasn't this. You wasn't that. I'm trying to do this. You stand down here and you're content doing just this. It's like when you sit there and you replay these events in your head, or you sit there and weigh the pros and cons, you'll sit there and really realize, like, it's not that I thought this, not that this person really wasn't all that special to begin with. If anything, I put them on a pedestal in my own mind. It's not that they really had all that going. They ain't all that special. I can find another them in a minute. The heartbreak comes from routine. The heartbreak comes from just being used to doing something a certain way for so long, and now you're not doing it anymore. It's just like, you know, but it's like the same way you can start a routine, you can break it too. And that's just all it is. And I feel like that's what it is more than anything. Now, don't get me wrong. You may have felt betrayed, because I do feel like there was a third party situation in this situation as to why you guys had separated in the first place. So that betrayal may hurt. And it also may hurt because this person may be seemingly dealing with somebody else now while you're single, you know? And you don't really have a specific person because you were kind of invested in them. Tell me more, Spirit. So everything wants to fall on the floor, clearly. Message from Spirit. So your spirit guides may be sending you messages. Start paying more. I'm hearing to start paying more attention to times and synchronicities. If it seems like very often you catch the same time all the time, that very well may be somebody trying to communicate with you. I know a lot of times I'll go to Google and I'll look up meanings of different numbers, But you know, spirit will send you messages in a whole bunch of different ways. I know for me, like I get my spirit guides, they typically communicate with me through numbers, but I've even had them communicate with me through weird ways. Like one day I found a caterpillar, like where I sit here and I do my readings, it's like it's facing my front window, the front window of my house. And there was a caterpillar just crawling across my my blinds, and I was like, how the hell did a caterpillar get in my house? So you know, these insects mean certain things too. Like I know, and there was another time I found a bee in my house. So it's like, and when I looked it up, I'm like, oh wow, this actually means something. So take the time to just be more mindful to certain messages that you hear, maybe certain words or numbers. Just Spirit is just saying to pay attention to signs, because there's typically messages behind signs. But there's typically messages behind numbers, synchronicities, weird insects you see popping up. You might come across a white feather somewhere. Somebody's trying to communicate with you. Just be more mindful, pay more attention to that, rather than be on license plates, times on your phone, receipt totals, sometimes just scrolling on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. You might come across 777 likes or something like that. Somebody's trying to communicate with you. You're supposed to see that number for a reason. So just start paying more attention. Yeah, healing old wounds. We have healing old wounds. So yeah, and that's just the phase that you're going through right now. You're trying to heal right now. And it's healing old wounds. So like I say, when I sit there and say that these bad relationships, we need bad relationships, it's because one thing about relationships is nothing is going to trigger a lot of us as a community have inner child wounds that we have not healed from. And nothing or no one is going to trigger these inner child wounds like a romantic relationship. So sometimes we need them to realize certain areas that we need to be healed outside of the relationship itself. Anything else, Spirit? Tell me more. Separation. It just keeps giving me the same energy. Yep. Separation, breakup, whatever. So you're healing your old wounds from this separation. Tell me more, Spirit. Damn, everything want to fall on the floor. I fell face down, so I don't want to take it. It says self-sabotage. So this person may have sabotage the connection. And understand, people that typically self-sabotage is because they lack self-love. People that sabotage good situations or self-sabotage is simply because they lack self-love in certain areas. Anything else, Spirit? I wish I had something more positive to tell you in love, but I just feel like this isn't your chapter right now. Every chapter of our lives is not supposed to include a person, a significant other. That's why it's like for you, it's just new friendship. I don't have anything that seems really romantic right now, and I believe it's because that's not the chapter in life that you're supposed to be in at the current moment. Right now, maybe it's regaining what you've lost or what you've been distracted from being in this relationship for as long as you is. Right now, it's your focus is progression, progressing, moving on to calmer waters and abundance, and learning from, and healing from your broken heart, and also understanding why the universe sent you this person in the first place, why you were connected with this person in the first place. Tell me more, Spirit. This deck is going silent. I might have to pull. Ooh, damn. Big success. Okay, so we have big success. We have manifest. And we have epiphany. So I feel like maybe after this reading, or maybe just on your own time, because we're all on our own timelines right now. Maybe a big epiphany is going to hit you as to why you were connected with this person in the first place, as far as what it was you were supposed to learn from this situation, is going to lead to a big success. Or I also can see a situation of you having an epiphany about something that you can manifest that turns into a really big success. Epiphany, manifest, big success. So yeah, I do see, as far as like your personal life, like outside of love and romance, it looks really good. But honestly, and you know, honestly, that is how we become good 25 on a timer. That number may be significant to you. I was just saying that messages from spirit, pay more attention to messages from spirit. So please take the time to look up the number 2525, what that may mean to you. That may be a significant number. I do feel like one of your spirit guides or guardian angels were trying to get through to me with that particular number, because I've looked up a couple of different times and didn't see any synchronicities, but that's one of the first ones that I seen. So you want to look that one up. But yeah, I do see on a personal level, your life is looking really good as far as, you know, outside of your romance. But that is what's going to make you the vibrational match that you need to be for the person that you need to be aligned with. Anything else, Spirit, for my Sagittarius? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Probably about to close it off. I might have to wrap it. Ooh. Okay. So we have new perspective and we have chaser. Chaser. So maybe this relationship. Ooh. Oh. So, okay, two feelings I'm getting. Either you were the chaser in this past relationship and now you have a new perspective. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, yeah. And now you have a new perspective. Boom. Or your person that you separated from ends up having a new perspective and becomes the chaser. And decides to chase you, and it's gonna come from seeing you in it. And then the energy that it gives me is just so it's just so not genuine. So such and such is doing so good now. They have such big successes. They're manifesting stuff. So their life just it just seems like it's doing so well without me in it. And then now they want to start chasing you. They got a new perspective on, damn, maybe that was the person I was supposed to be with. Maybe I made the wrong choice by deciding to mess with XYZ, or feeling like my person wasn't good enough for me, and now I have a new perspective and I want to chase and get them back. So just know this person may attempt to try to come back in, and if they do, respectfully shut their asses to the door, because it's giving me not genuine. That's just what I'm feeling, you know. But I'm gonna close this reading off with an oracle message from the African Goddess Rising deck, just to see what your spirit guides want to tell you in regards to advice, and then we'll close out the reading. All right, divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the brightest love, light, healing, and prosperity. Please give me clear and accurate messages for my Sagittarius. What is it that their divine spirit guides, angels, and ancestors want them to know at this time? Please protect my space as I get these messages across, and any negative energy or evil eye being sent my way, return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Thank you so much, spirit guides. Thank you so much, and my divine ancestors. Ashe, ashe, and ashe. Yeah, y'all. It's gonna be cool. Y'all gonna get through it. You know, if you're not there already, like I said, we're when I say these messages, I always say they're time fluid, meaning it can apply to past, present, or future. I may be speaking to some Sagittarius who are already manifesting, who've already reached their new perspective, who've already reached their big success and are flowing in abundance. And then I may be talking to some Sagittarius who are actually still heartbroken right now, and or fresh in this, or freshly breaking up with somebody. Or I can also be talking to a group of Sagittarius who haven't even got to the point of the breakup as of yet. Okay? So, like I said, flip and switch the roles as they apply to your situation, because these messages are time fluid, okay? And like I said, I also flip and switch the roles as they apply to your situation, because I've been sitting here saying your person, your person, and your person, and this person could possibly be you as well. So flip and switch the roles, y'all. Flip and switch the roles. Bruh, I ain't even playing because it just don't seem like it's shuffling the way I need it to. I'll take it. See what's going on. So I really like this deck because it's just like, it's just a bunch of different African goddesses in one deck of oracle cards. And what I love about the author, her name is Abiola Abrams. She basically just takes the history of all these African goddesses and she gives them a voice. She'll start off by giving you the backstory of the African goddess herself, and then that African goddess's guidance to you. Okay. So let's see. Messages for my Sagittarius. Messages for my Sagittarius. Man. Anything else? Oh, this deck is silent. I'm just going to take the card that flew out. And it's Sarah Lakali, Divine Lineage. So this is basically saying that you have some real, like a very, very powerful bloodline. You have DNA that you're probably not even aware of that holds a significant amount of weight. Messages from Spirit. And you know, it is very possible. You know, what we have to understand is when it comes to healing these old wounds, sometimes healing old wounds don't just apply to your life or in your situation. Sometimes healing old wounds, you're healing the old wounds of your family lineage. Like, you know, there's a lot of times, like for example, there may be a bloodline, or maybe I'll just sit there and apply it to myself. Like, okay. I'm an empath and I attract a lot of narcissists. I genuinely believe that for generations, there's been a lot of people in my family. There's been a lot of narcissists in my family lineage in general. So me healing the wounds within myself is not just healing myself. I'm also healing my lineage as well. That's why they say things like breaking generational curses. Breaking generational curses don't just mean like, oh, all my family members was broke and I was the first family member to be rich, or none of my family members graduated from high school and I was the first one to do it, or none of my family members were ever entrepreneurs and I was the first one to do it. No. That's not where breaking generational curses stop at. Sometimes breaking a generational curse can stop at, for generation after generation, my family have been people, my ancestors were people who easily gave their power away when they were in relationships, easily put other people before themselves. And I'm going to be the first person to take my power back and say, no, enough is enough. I am this and people have to meet me here. I'm no longer going to lower my standards to meet people where they're at, but people have to raise their standards to meet me where the hell I'm at. You being the first person to say, I'm putting my foot down and I'm doing it this way, that is breaking generational curses. Spirit just wanted me to say that. That seemed like that was supposed to come out. Sarah Lakali. So, her temple is ancestors, girl, bye. And her element is water. She's from Egypt. It says, great ancestor Sarah Lakali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani people. Oral history says that Santi Sarah had, or Saint Sarah had the highest divine lineage. Like I said, you guys are very, very highly highly spiritually ranked. People have to understand that you had, like, in a past life, there were people who were peasants in the past life. They're like, on a spiritual level, they were peasants. You have people who were emperors and goddess and kings and queens. This is what this is saying. You have a very, very, I'm speaking to a group of people, whoever comes across this reading, who were very, very highly spiritually ranked. And that's in your DNA. Now it says your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. This is the guidance from Sarah Lacali to you. It says your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside you and within you. Trust. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create and nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. I was hearing it as I was reading it. If y'all do not have I just made a post. It's crazy because it's in my story today. If you do not have an altar for your ancestors or your past loved one, please do it. Spirit is saying do that. Bring them, acknowledge them. What we have to understand is our ancestors are with us regardless. They're going to be there for you regardless of the fact. But they love when you acknowledge them. They love when you acknowledge them and show them that you know that they're there. And I'm not knocking nobody that shows up to a cemetery in a graveyard. I get that. I get that that's what most people do. But please understand that your ancestors or your past loved ones are probably the furthest from, or probably nowhere near the cemetery. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, at the end of the day, we are all souls having a human experience. So once this human part of us dies, our soul lives on. We're typically not lingering around. Our souls are not typically lingering around in the body that we were in. Your body ain't nothing but the being or object that's carrying your soul. So once your body dies, your soul does not stay in there. So I'm saying all this to say this, that the best way you can acknowledge your ancestors is by creating an altar. I would suggest to put some type of white cloth on it. It don't have to be nothing fancy, but just an altar. And if you have pictures of them, put some pictures there. If you have, or maybe if you just know names, light some candles for them, leave them water, acknowledge them, just sit down. I know for me personally, I took the time to go, just using me as an example, I took the time to go to ancestry.com just to get the names of some of my ancestors. And just today I lit 7 candles. I lit the candles for all the ancestors of the names that I do know. And then I lit a few more candles for the unknown and my unknown divine ancestors. And understand that when you're calling on ancestors, please be very specific of the ancestors that you're calling on. Please say divine ancestors that have your highest good at heart, because we do not all have good ancestors. Some of our ancestors were murderers. Some of our ancestors were rapists. All of our ancestors were not good people. So please be very specific on the ancestors that you're calling on and that you're trying to connect with, because you do not want to welcome in an entity in your life that is not aligned with your greatest good. So yes, please understand that. But yeah, take the time to acknowledge them, light some candles for them. Make sure you're calling on your divine ancestors. Those are the ones that have the same this word divine lineage. Divine means is a very, very important word to use when it comes to calling on your ancestors, because you want to make sure you're calling on the good ones. Okay, but anyway, it says create and nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Bury your ancestors, speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. Goddess declaration: I am my sister and my sister is me. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So Sagittarius, this has been your reading. I love y'all so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I genuinely appreciate it. But until next time, peace.